The Vicious Case of the Weaponized-Mecha Chupacabra. Written by Elijah Hernandez, Derek Kulpa, and Carlos Prada. Illustration by Elijah Hernandez.
Oliver and his parents moved to the United Kingdom to New Mexico because they wanted to find and research extraterrestrial beings. Mara and Ricardo are brothers and sisters who became friends with Oliver. They were told that on exactly February 22, the year 2022, at the 22nd hour of the 22nd minute of the 22nd second, the aliens will attack the world. The aliens will attack and the world will end after a war between humans versus aliens. In 1944, the news broke out from miles away that a man that is still anonymous was driving his 1944 Chevrolet truck when he saw the legendary goat sucker, the Chupacabra, laying on the ground, not knowing of its death and the rumors that a giant earthworm killed it. After 2 days, the Chupacabra suddenly disappeared. Many tend to believe that the government took the Chupacabra and experimented on it. But little did everyone know that extraterrestrial beings actually took the Chupacabra and turned it into a killing machine.
A few years later, while showing the A Mountain to Oliver, Maria and Ricardo wandered off to a ruin on A Mountain, not knowing the danger lies ahead. Out of nowhere, two funny-looking creatures came from a bush. The creatures came for Ricardo. Maria already ran off, scared of the creatures, not thinking of her little brother. And she realized she just lost her little brother. Ag- ag- Aghast, she found Oliver and Julian and told them about the situation. They bolted to the ruins, but found nothing. Demoralized, they started their way home, but Maria saw an awful strange hole in the ruin. Informing the rest, they went home to get their supplies and come up with a plan to get Ricardo back, not knowing the dangers that lied in the journey ahead. In the morning, the three friends met up at the base of the mountain. They got out their flashlights. Oliver without thinking, jumped into the hole with his supplies. He went through what felt like a tube. At the end, he landed on a mattress of some sort. He turned on his flashlight and looked around in amazement. He found out that the A Mountain was a base. He called up using his walkie-talkies. He had no service. He said it was safe to come down. The others came down to their astonishment. They were inside the A Mountain. They began to search for Maria's brother. First, they looked on the first floor, and then they realized there were 69 floors. Each person searched a floor before moving to the next floor. Then one of the creatures came out. They were trapped in the A Mountain, and they realized they couldn't get out.
Just then, what they think is an alien started charging toward them. And since Juan is super strong, he punched the alien and then started running up to the next floor, but the alien pushed the emergency button. So their base went into lockdown. The Chupacabra came out of the huge door with missiles and machine guns on its back. One of his eyes was glowing, the other eye was shut with a scar across it. Then Juan, being the strong one, decided to go out to the Chupacabra and punch it, and his hand just hit the steel reinforcements.
He shouted, "Go!" Then he ran back over to his friends. Maria said, "I need to learn to get away from here." All of a sudden, Oliver saw a sign that said sheep. So they ran over to the door, but it was locked and they needed to enter a 6-digit code. Maria asked, "Try 2222222."
And it worked. So the sheep were let out, but for some reason the Chupacabra did not take the bait and just got mad. Just then the Chupacabra charged at his friends and was about to shoot them, but then the red eye turned off and the machine guns turned off. Ricardo appeared with a remote to the Chupacabra and the aliens ran off and got on their spaceships. They flew off because the Chupacabra was mad at them for capturing it. Their friends helped the Chupacabra get the weapons off of it and set it free.
Afterwards, the governor gave the friends some land in New Mexico, in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and surprisingly started a goat and cow farm. The Chupacabra never stole from them. The Chupacabra became a father to baby dogs, baby Chupacabras, and gave one of his offspring to the kids. They named it Lechon de Amor, which means love sucker because it would do anything for love. Instead of having goat blood, he has alien blood as food, which is left over at a mountain. The Chupacabra sometimes comes over to visit his son.